What's up, everybody? Today is construction with Dan. Cabin construction with Dan. Wait till you see this shit show. So today's another day out in the woods with Dan, but I'm going to be at my cabin and I am doing some more construction style work here. Something that I've been joking about for a while, and that is me and stovepipe. I don't know. I don't have any luck with stovepipe. But sometimes I got to work with it because there is a stove in here and it's crisp at night, and in the morning, burr. So why not have the stove up and working? Now, the stove used to go straight out the roof, but it leaked a little bit. Not much, but a little bit, and it drove me insane. So I took it out of the roof in the summer, patched the roof up. That is all well and good. Now I'm going to go out the wall. So I got some stuff to do that, and that's what we're going to get after today, and maybe some other shenanigans. But one thing that people have been asking a ton about is inside the cabin, and I thought I showed the inside of the cabin. Maybe you missed it. Maybe you don't watch every video, and maybe you don't click the subscribe notification. But the point is, I'll give you a quick tour of the inside of the cabin because it is pretty sweet. It's pretty awesome, and then I'm going to get to work here and show you some awesomeness. We'll see if it works. So this time of the year, the lighting is either like pristine or horrible. There is no in between. So, I mean, it's just how it is. The cabin is dark. So, well, let's start the very, very beginning. So the door itself, made out of old barn wood, it is a Dutch door. So that means that the bottom and the top can get separated. It's a cool feature, right? I was super excited to build it, but the reality is that we very rarely use that feature. So it is just what it is. You can see it is dark. It's gonna get darker because this door is closing. But we do have lights in here. Hold on. So I use this Anker battery pack. I'll give you the specs on that in a second. But this thing lights the way here. We just have a plug, so normal plug, as you can imagine. There you go. So you have to hit the button on the pack, and then it comes on. I have 93% charge, and then that plug goes to this switch. Haha, lights. So those lights do help tremendously in here. There's just two bulbs, and like I showed you, it plugs in. I'm going to show you the battery pack in a minute when we get to it, but it's great. Absolutely awesome. Now we do have, because it's the first thing you're going to see, we do have lanterns and fuel and stuff. So for very prolonged use, we throw the lantern on at night. But for in and out, you're doing stuff during the day, the lights is where it's at. So we have a small kitchen area here that we prep our food, get our coffee and stuff together with. If you have a cabin, it's like the quintessential, you need to hang your cast iron. You just got to do it. Okay, so we got that stuff going, and then here, this is the captain's bunk. This is my place, right? So I stay there, and then this is my little shelf of trophies. Not really trophies, but just stuff that over the years here at the school I made, or we used for demo stuff, or little collection things people gave me. So I keep them there. And then, of course, you need some hides. Raccoon hide we trapped, beaver hide that I trapped, and then here's the infamous stove, which used to go out of the ceiling up there. You can sort of see the old hole over there. But right now, we just have nothing but a pipe going nowhere. So we're going to adjust all that and get that taken care of. Now, behind me is a My Topo map. Right in the dead center is the school property and the cabin. So all around is like an operational area per se, so it's pretty cool that we have that. We do have a small Coleman gas stove here too that runs on the same fuel as all the lanterns and stuff, which you can see our lantern right there. It's just easy to just get up in the morning and cook with that thing compared to always getting a campfire or using the other stove. That logwood stove that we have to vent today, it just doesn't, I don't know, you can't cook real well on it. It's just easier with this thing, so that's what we do. Down in the bottom here, we have a toolbox, and then my friend Mike, who's also an instructor here, his bedroom slippers, which you can see over here, they stink real bad, so we keep them on the floor. And then on this side, you're gonna notice we have two bunks. Here's the thing with the bunks. If you're a small kid, or you're one of my friends, Sarah, who's also an instructor here, you can very easily sleep up top. If you're a bigger guy, you'll kill yourself. So the bunks work great for storing extra gear on top. So if you're sleeping on the bottom bunk, gear up top, absolutely golden. What you're gonna notice, we have fire extinguisher, because I always think stuff's gonna get caught on fire here. First aid kit, some shovels and stuff like that. And then there is a loft area up top here that we just have some bins up there. They're all my supplies that I need and some classroom stuff. In a recent video, I showed you the toolbox, all the parts of that. We do keep nails and hinges and small stuff like that here. Also, just for repair type things. 2 windows into place, and it is insulated. The walls that you see, that was the fence, the picket fencing that you buy. They're like 89 cents. I'm sure the price is up now more, but 89 cents per picket. So we just got that and used that as the walls, and put nice flooring in. Let me show you the flooring. Nice flooring. And that's it. So yeah, this is the cabin. This is what's inside the cabin. And I'll tell you, when it's snowing a little bit outside, or a lot, and you're in here and the stove's going, and you just have that little bit of light in here, and oh, you can't imagine how awesome it is. So this is like a little bit of a dream come true. It's not backcountry remote Dick Prenicky, but it is it's pretty awesome. So this is the power pack that we have been using here at the cabin recently. It's the Anker 521 portable power station. It's a little bit more lightweight than other packs, but it's definitely as powerful as other packs, which is absolutely awesome. So I love that about it. It has its plugs, which we showed you being used in the cabin here. It has a power saving mode that you can set it into. It has your USB ports. It is your USB-C port, your car socket. And then this feature I love, because at night, especially now with the sun going down so early, if I come late, I can hit this thing when I get in the cabin. This will light up enough that I can see to utilize everything, and then I can turn it off. In the back has your plug for charging. You can also charge this thing with the plug that comes with it for in your vehicle. Okay, so your vehicle plug and your wall plug. So that is the power pack itself. Now, if you're interested in this power pack, click the link below. They're definitely something great to have. I mean, it is like everything we do anymore, from my camera to if I bring a drill, which I did bring a drill, not too bushcrafty, but I brought a drill out today in case I need it for this horrendous project, or in our case, for just lighting stuff up. So think about having a pack, small, compact, easy, definitely worth it. Click the link below. So this is my plan. I have this, and that. The rest of the piping I have. Now here's the thing. When you're supposed to run, again, we are in a backwoods cabin. I don't do anything by code, okay? I don't want to die by the building burning down, but here's the thing. I was reading all about it, because I'm like, I don't know how to vent anything, okay? So when you run piping out of a wall or out of a roof, what you're supposed to do is use something called triple wall pipe. That is going to insulate, because the pipe can get hot, and if the hot pipe is laying against drywall and insulation and wood, it can catch that on fire, right? So we don't want that to burn up. Well, triple wall pipe to fit something, this is 5-inch stove pipe, is like, it's literally like this big. It's insane, at least what I've seen, unless I have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's big. So I'm like, I'm not cutting a hole this big in my cabin. I don't know if this is gonna work. So all I have to do is go through 1 sheet of plywood. When it was going through the roof, we did have it just touching, there was just a piece of metal that I cut a hole in, and went through that, and it never burned down. So what I'm gonna do for the wall is I'm gonna cut a square that's larger than this, okay? So like a square like that, and then we're gonna cut a round hole in this that this slides through, okay? So this is gonna be mounted between on the outside of the building with a hole in it. pipe will go through there. So the pipe is going to be like suspended in between this. So if it's going to get anything hot, it's going to get this thing hot, okay? If the pipe is coming up and going out, one piece of plywood, and it gets this red hot that it catches the plywood on fire, I deserve at that point to deal with a cabin fire. Okay, so that's where we're at. So I need to go and see how I can adjust the other piping and cut my square, hammer this on, and cut a hole. Cutting the hole is going to be the hard part. I don't know if my tin snips are going to cut this because it's thick. Okay, so here's what is up now. We're going to take this and I'm going to find the center. We're going to mark it and we're going to cut it. So how we're going to do that is with a ruler. Do we have a ruler in here? A square, carpenter square, yes. All right. So X marks a spot. I don't know if you could see that or not. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go 2.5 inches each way. That'll be the 5-inch stovepipe. So that's how I know that's then centered. So I'm just taking an old knife and I'm gonna punch it right in the middle. The other option here now, I feel like, is I can just go around and hammer this out, right? What if I just did that? Would it be, can I make it nice that way? Let's try the tin snips first. Listen, if anybody out there is saying I'm using the wrong thing, this is what we have. We have to make it work. We are bushcrafters. I feel like as soon as I can get in a good position here with this, I'm cutting at random angles, as you can see, okay? And at some point, I'm gonna say, whoa, got it. All right, so far, so good. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. What I'm doing is I'm taking my pliers, now I switch over to pliers, and I'm literally just working this stuff back. So the back side is all rough and jagged, but I'm gonna put it on my anvil and just flatten it out, and then this should work. So take an end, I get right up to the line with my pliers and bend. Nice. All right, so this thing has to go out so it doesn't hit a stud. So I can either go here or here. I'd rather be back or hit a stud. All right, let's see what's happening here. How can we, I can go out this side. What if I did that? There's a stud there. I really want it to go out that way with it. So I think I slide this out a little bit. No, now we're even in a worse situation. I'm so crazy with stuff like this. I'll rip this out because I got to open up this anyway. I'll cut the stud out of the wall. This is literally where I get to. I'll cut the stud out and put the stove exactly where I want it. The stud will only go this far. I'll cut the middle section of the stud out. Will that work? I mean, the wall's not going to fall down if I'm literally cutting, this is where I get to. Gosh, because right where I want the stove is right where the stud's at. Should I just cut the stud out? Let's do this. Let's wrap this up for today, okay? I know not too exciting. You got to see the cabin. You got to see me making my little wall thimble, right? So that's gonna work. It's not gonna be on the inside, it's gonna be on the outside though. This is just gonna be empty. Leave in the comments below if you're like, I don't know, it doesn't even matter at this point what you know, because I obviously don't know what I'm doing. Leave me comments if we should maybe cut the stud, or should we back the stove up and just go next to the stud clearance, all that. I don't know what to do. Gosh. So we're gonna just wrap it there. I don't wanna go out the ceiling, so nobody leave a comment that we're going out the ceiling. We're not gonna do it. Leave it in the comments, let me know what you think. A little bit of tin bending. I do have old cans from camp fuel, and I watched, if you never watched Dick Prenicke's Alone in the Wilderness, definitely track it down, watch it. I don't know where you can find it online, but watch it. He does a bunch of tin bending unbelievable. So I saved them cans. He used to use old fuel cans, so that's why I saved them. We'll see if we can do some fuel can tin bending. It'll be awesome. But I did an alright job today for in the field. So this was Dan Walker, Coalcracker Bushcraft. Leave in the comments below what you think we should do, and we got to finish this up. Take out the stud, move around the stud, or don't even have a stove at this point. The stove needs to be in this corner though. I know I'm not moving other stuff. So, alright, till next video, stay in the woods and check out the link below for the battery pack.